Hey, what's going on? May this video bring glory to the Most High. Yahweh, Jesus, Yahshua Mashiach, the Holy Spirit, the Ruach Kadesh. What's going on? I, I've been. I wanted to talk about something to you all. There was how am I? How am I doing? I'm not doing good, but forget all that. Um, I wanted to talk to y'all about fasting. I've been trying to say it to people. I've been encouraging it. I've been saying try to do it because it's an important thing. Uh, you know, I'm gonna expand on this in another video, but I tell you, in 2000, last year and this year, I was, that was a time when I was, a time when I started drinking, not like alcoholic drinking, but just started drinking, and I knew, like, I didn't. Mind you, I'm not using y'all money getting drunk, getting hammered, getting crap. Nah, nah, nah. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm telling you because I remember I got to a place early this year where I was like, I want to, and I made it up in my mind, I wanted to stop drinking. Like, seriously, and I wanted to. And anybody that knows that at that place, y'all know where I'm coming from. When you want to stop. And a lot of people struggle. I never forgot when someone said, "Hey, God put it on me that He's on drugs because I used to be on drugs." Like, yo, just because you was a junkie does not mean that I'm a junkie, man. Just because you used to be a junkie don't mean I'm one. But the point remains is I wanted to really just give it a rest. And I had this experience where whether in my body, out of my body, I don't even know. But there was this guy that looked at me, he was smiling, and he looked like, he took on that apparition of someone that I'm close with, or someone that is real close with a person I'm close with. And this person just looked at me smiling. He was just like, "Hey, man, quit drinking." Just like that. He wasn't like, "Hey, God sent me to condemn you because you're on the place of leaving his," none of that. He just straight up just, "Hey, quit drinking, man." Just like that. Like he treated me like he was happy to see me, like just happy to and he just was quit drinking. And when I had that experience, it meant a lot because it wasn't like, "Hey, I'm an angel of the Lord and I'm sent here to rebuke you because you're a drunkard and you're going to hell." Like, nah, none of that, man, none of that. Just the person just looked at me and was like, "Man, quit drinking," and I really kept that in my heart, and I wanted, and I slowly, after I had that experience, I stopped. Now, mind you, I wouldn't be on some stuff like where I get drunk all the time, no. But like I would sometimes, like when I was going through what I was going through last year, I went through a lot, man. And like, and as I was leaving that place, I would maybe drink like on my weekends. Nothing serious, nothing that deep, but I just knew this is a time where I need to put this down. Because I'm thinking about the kingdom of the Most High, the will of the Most High. I just been thinking about stuff. And it just said to me, stop drinking. And when I did it, like I, I'm not telling you to reap my own reward. I'm not saying this to reap my own reward. This is not what I tell y'all. But I made it up in my mind that I wanted to hunger and thirst. I wanted to fast. And when I did, when I did, I did it like I did it for like 2 days. I was trying to go as long as possible. And I did it for only 2 days. And I felt bad that I ate something. But the sole reason that I'm saying this to you is for this reason. I felt bad that I could only do 2 days. Where I didn't eat nothing, I didn't drink nothing. I felt bad, man. But out of nowhere, I noticed I don't have a desire to drink no more. Like, really, like, and I marveled at it, and I was like, God, thank you, I noticed this. I don't have a desire to drink at all. And I was just like amazed, like, really. So when I talk to y'all about fasting, you understand. Like go without food, go without water, go without something to drink, go without something to eat. And just and those of y'all that struggle with drinking, like, or whatever you struggle with, drugs, weed, cigarettes, go without food and water for a certain amount of time. But all I knew was I had no desire to do it. And me and my sister were talking, a while ago, and we were talking. She was like, da 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 da. And she was just like, even when you drink, like you get some, and then you get just a little bit more than given. And we were just talking about something, and out of nowhere, I was like, not anymore. And she just gave me a high five, like, Ray, I noticed that you ain't drinking no more. Like, really, like, I'm proud of you for that. I'm proud of you for that. I noticed that. I was about to call Alcoholics Anonymous type stuff. And one of the things that kind of made me really, where I knew I want to give it a break, was this is gonna sound funny, but it's not funny really. You know, I was with my sister and she made some venison. Somebody bought us some venison, like tenderloin venison, deer meat. And when she bought it, and whoever bought it for, they bought it, and she was like, "Hey, you can have some." Like, have a piece, like, just let me have it. I'm thinking she let me have what was on the plate. I'm like, man, my sister really looking out right now. Like, and so she was like, what happened to my venison? And I said to her, yo, I thought you would let me have the whole plate. No, Ray, not the whole plate. And she was tight. She was mad. And she did know, like, and she knew I was drinking early. Like, Ray, you've been messing up all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I thought you let me have it, yo. I wouldn't carry you. And she realistically, in retrospect, she knows, like, Ray, he ain't gonna try to get over it. He wouldn't deliberately do stuff like this. But she was tight. She was mad nonetheless. Like, she was feeling some kind of way. Realistically, she knows, like, Ray wouldn't do this to me, like, with him being sober, or he wouldn't do this deliberately. She knows that much about me. And when she told me that, like, I felt bad, like, man, I want to give drinking a rest, like, and I kept telling her, like, I'm gonna figure out how to make this up for you, make this up to you. And she was like, you know how you can make it up, stop drinking. And that was one of the things that really made me be like, yo, because it's like I wasn't trying to get over, but when she said that, like, facts. Because, you know what I'm saying? If someone did that to me, I couldn't be angry, especially if I knew they were under the influence. I could not be angry, especially if I know that person wouldn't do something like that when they sober. I couldn't be angry because I know that person, I know their character. When I know their character, I'm going to meet them with great fairness. But when I did that, like, I really was like, man, I really want to give drinking a rest, because I wouldn't do that to my sister. I wouldn't do that to anyone. This ain't like a $5 bag of fish you find at Walmart, or just some ground beef you buy at the store. No, this is venison. And anybody that had venison know what I'm talking about. Like, yo, this ain't no common type meat. This is some. You got to get the game taste out the venison, because it was a hunter that got it. You got to get the game taste out. You got to, what I'm saying, stuff along those lines. And so when I did this, I was like, man, I ain't gonna do this to my sister again. I ain't gonna do this. Like, I just knew. And I was making it a mental note, like, yo. And when I had that dream, like, it was like probably 2 weeks before I really started trying to to really stop. And when I did that to my sister, I was like, I really want to fight not to drink. Really. And when I hungered and thirsted for those 2 days, I don't have no desire. My sister, she was noticing like she noticed, yo, he don't drink no more. Because she would have a bottle under the cabinet. And at first when I was drinking, she'd be on some stuff like, stash our stuff elsewhere, so I ain't mess with it. But she would notice like he ain't messing. She would leave it under the counter, like, Ray ain't gonna mess with it because he ain't drinking no more. And I'm serious, like, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious, and I was dead serious with it, like, and I felt bad that I couldn't go longer without food and water. I felt bad. Then I realized that was not a failed, or that was not for nothing that I didn't, those 2 days meant something. And that took away, and the work that the Most High did within me, he took away the desire for me to drink. I'm not on no other stuff. I don't smoke. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't, none of that common stuff, man. I ain't that type, bro. I try to, the stuff that I talk to y'all about, I try to be about it. That was one of them things that make me say, yo. And so if someone said, hey, Raymond's talking about Raymond 86 exposed, he gets drunk every day. Like, nah, you ain't hearing that from me. You ain't gonna hear that from me because I never said that. I was in a place where I stopped drinking, and it meant a lot. Because it's not even just like, I wanted to stop drinking, like, it's nothing wrong with drinking. If you want to drink, drink. And this isn't me rationalizing. If you want to drink, but when you find yourself at a place where you say, hey, I'm going to make this bottle last, and when you don't have enough strength to make that bottle last, that's when you're in a place where it's like this type of stuff breeds alcoholism. That's when it could be an issue. When you get one bottle and then it's like one bottle doesn't hold you. And then you make it a point to go and go and go and go. Or you don't realize how much you drink in such a short time frame. And so when I was going through stuff last year, I was going through a lot, and y'all know it. It was just a lot. But one thing, as I'm going through stuff now, and I'm gonna talk about that. But one thing I don't want to do is go back to alcohol. When I hungered and thirsted, the reason why I keep stressing fasting and the power of it, because that took away the desire I have to drink. I don't drink no more. Y'all run wild with this. I'm not going to put up a scripture. There's scriptures that people want to say, hey, no drunkard enter the kingdom of the Most High. But I say to y'all, I could use Ecclesiastes and say, in Ecclesiastes, it says, while eating, I stopped from hard work, and I tried to cheer myself with wine. Then I tried to cheer myself with wine, and while seeking wisdom, I clutched that foolishness. In this way, I tried to experience the only happiness many find in their brief time on earth, in life. Then I realized that this too is from God, who can enjoy anything apart from him. When a person sometimes drink with their sorrow, sometimes for these people, they need it. Or they just in places where they just going through and they looking for something to help them as they going through. And I'm not going to be the man to sit here and say, hey, you're not going into the kingdom of the Most High because you having a drink, because your sorrow is that great. Hey, you should lean on God. And if such a person says to you, man, get out of my ear. You don't know how much I've been leaning on God. I tell you, I've been in that same place. You know, my videos are not for hypocrites. And those who carry off in hypocrisy, you know, they'll be put off by my videos, and to be honest with you, that's like good news. But those of y'all that's going through stuff that really is going through, I really empathize with you, man. I just don't have no funny or fancy words to tell you and tell you, and I guarantee you your problems won't be here tomorrow. This problem won't be here tomorrow. I can't tell you that. I can't do it. I hope this helps y'all. The power of fasting. It helped one of God's servants so he no longer drinks.